$125,000 Bitcoin. That is right, guys. We have just hit that today. We have smashed through the last previous all-time high, and historically, October gives us normally a 20% average return, so let's just hope that is happening right now. But before we speak about predictions, let's actually talk about what happened last year in October 2024, where this rally really started to begin. Now, over the last few months, Bitcoin has been building some serious momentum with institutional flows, ETF demand, and of course, the global uncertainty that has all been stacking some serious pressure. And this week, we finally broke through the resistance of $120,000, which exploded us straight to $125,000. Now, on-chain data shows us that whales, institutions have been accumulating so much that this move is not just a little retail FOMO, it is some huge capital being deployed, guys. Now, if we go back to October 2024, Bitcoin closed that month around 70,200, up 11% from where that month started. The high was 73,500 and the low was roughly 58,900. With strong ETF inflows, whale wallets growing, and optimism came roaring back after months of sideways action. Whilst the S&P 500 and Nasdaq were flat, Bitcoin climbed double digits. So even though October 2024 did not give us the glorious 20% moonshot, it did set the foundation for every single thing we are seeing right now. This is where some things actually start to get interesting. October has historically been Bitcoin's best month, and here is actually some data to prove that. Now, back in 2013, Bitcoin pumped around 60% in October. In 2017, it pumped around 47%, and in 2021, it was a 40% gain. Across the last decade, Bitcoin's average October return sits around a 20%. And why? This is the month where sentiment flips, summer's over, institutions re-enter, and liquidity starts flowing again. And that is the reason why we call this Uptober. But 2025 is not just like any other cycle. We have got Bitcoin spot ETFs pulling in billions, and sovereign wealth funds are accumulating in mass. So unlike 2021, this is not a rally fueled by meme coins. It is powered by Wall Street money and nation state adoption, guys. Plus, the amount of Bitcoin sitting on exchanges right now is at a current 5-year low, meaning that supply is seriously starting to dry up whilst demand is skyrocketing. And that is a textbook recipe for higher prices. What could happen next? Well, if Bitcoin decides to follow its typical October pattern, even just a 20% move from here would send us around $150,000 before the month's end. And remember, guys, last year's October was not the peak. It was just building the launch pad, the foundation for everything what's happening right now. If history repeats, this October could be set up for an even bigger Q4 rally. So let's recap. Bitcoin at $125,000. October 2024 delivered us 11% foundation, and historically October gives us an average 20% gain. So if October holds true again, we could be heading to a $150,000 Bitcoin before Halloween. I'm your host, Stacktoshi. Remember, privacy is power. Stack smart and stack safely. And make sure whilst you're here, you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below for your price prediction. And I will see you tomorrow. See you later.